I know that the distinguished Senator Magnus is an orator, and I'm pleading with him.
Thank you very much. I will try to be very brief, but I will plead with everybody to allow me a few minutes to share some of my thoughts on this memorable New Year Day. Your Excellency, first I would like to thank God Almighty for the privilege of life and for the fact that we are all gathered here in good health. It's only God that could have done this. And I say Happy New Year to all of you, my good people of Rivers State. I also want to thank you, Your Excellency, for bringing us all here together to celebrate the New Year, and also bringing Rivers people together in a way and manner that is unprecedented. I have heard the talk about where Rivers people are gathered. I want to say that I know where I am gathered. Me, I am here, and I'm with the Minister of the FCT. They should allow every Riversman to speak for himself. The second thing I would like to say, sir, is that I don't want to delve into the controversies of the moment. Anybody who fires a missile as a politician should know that there will be counter firing. So when you have fired and you receive fire, you should not complain. You can call for a ceasefire if you're tired, but don't complain. I will only speak on two very brief issues. The first is the attempt to brand those who are not supporters of Governor Siminalayi Fubara as enemies of Rivers State. I want to use this opportunity to give a word of advice to the governor of our state. The advice I will give to him is that he should know that we are all politicians, and politicians take decisions in pursuit of their political interest. Nobody is with Governor Fubara because they love Rivers State or because they love Governor Fubara. They are with Governor Fubara because they see him as a tool to achieve their own political objective, which is to bring down the FCT minister. Why do I say that? In the last elections, everybody in Rivers State did anti-party. Your Excellency, with all due respect, I did anti-party. I did not allow the SDP candidate to come here to campaign. And when he came to my house, I told him that I was with Tinubu. Oga, you too, you did anti-party. You were very clear that you were with Tinubu. You did not support the PDP presidential candidate. The present governor also did anti-party. He was with you. He did not support the presidential candidate of the PDP. The PDP leaders that are with Fubara today did anti-party. They did not support the PDP governorship candidate, who was Governor Fubara at that time. They supported the APC candidate. The APC leaders also did anti-party. They did not support the APC presidential candidate. They supported the PDP presidential candidate. So all of us did anti-party. And it was not because we loved Rivers State or we loved Governor Fubara or we loved anybody. It was because we were trying to advance our political interest. Today, they have switched. If you keep playing the music, don't take it from my time. Take it from your own time. Now, the point I want to make is that everybody did anti-party. But the only anti-party everybody keeps talking about is the one done by Nyesom Wike. Why? Because you succeeded and all else failed in their own anti-party. That's why they talk about your own. The second thing I would like to say is that today we are all talking about how we love Rivers State. In 2015, when you won the elections, I have never said it before, and I want to say it here today. When you won the elections, some people who claim to love Rivers State today, they contributed money, and they went to Owerri to go and get an injunction to stop Rivers State from having a transition so that you will not be sworn in. I was not with you then. I was not on taking terms with you. But I went to Abuja to meet the then governor to tell him that if there is no transition in Rivers State, it is his own legacy that will be destroyed. And there could be anarchy in Rivers State because there will be no governor and you will no longer be the governor. To preserve your legacy, address the state immediately and put a halt to that madness in the interest of Rivers people and Rivers State. Nobody loved Rivers State then. They went ahead, but you're the master of the game. That injunction was never granted and you managed to take power. So my advice to the present governor is to hear and let him know that these politicians are pursuing their own political interest. If tomorrow you're not in a position to advance their interest, which is to bring down the FCT minister, nobody will be with you. They will be somewhere else to pursue that interest. For us that are here, we want to assure you, sir, that our political interest is totally aligned with your own. We are together. And we are together without conditions. We will stand with you, we are with you, and by the grace of God, the way you always win is the way you will win. Those who love Rivers State do not wear it as a cap. They show it in their actions. Bringing down Nyesom Wike is not a sign of loving Rivers State. In fact, it is a sign that you hate Rivers State because Wike is doing well for Rivers State and Rivers people. So my advice to those who claim to love Rivers State is that they should advise the governor before it is too late to work with other patrons and save the state from the challenges that are coming. Because no governor can on his own declare seats of legislators vacant. That is not the law of the land. Thank you and God bless you.
Let me observe all protocols. His Excellency, sir, while we watch the clips, my book came to me and said, can we just go and remain ingrates? Can we swallow this? Please, we need to do open public apology on behalf of our father, Dr. Peter Obi, who once described you as the best governor that I ever led, including him, who has given you all the necessary accolades any leader deserves. We all watch it here. And knowing that at this time in time, he turned around to say something contrary to what he has eulogized you, all of us feel ashamed. As such, we came openly to apologize to you, your family, to your family, for the unprecedented speech made by our father, Dr. Peter Obi, that we are sorry.
Yes, so we don't mind them.
We don't know whether it's an old age or whether it's an inducement, whatever thing that have made him to use that uncomplimentary remark on you, knowing whom you are as a spiritual doctor, which we call you, who wish to, on behalf of Ndoni community, Oba Abe Mandoni, and the dear Orange, these are all leaders you have made, to apologize to you, to pardon him. Forgive him. It's an old age. You don't know what he was saying. We are here apologizing on behalf of our father, Dr. Peter Obi. Please, all of us, let us join hands to say, Minister, we are sorry.
I don't want to say much because everything or most of the things have been said. But I will align with what my former boss, Dr. Peter Dele, he has said everything I would have loved to say. So I want to align with him. Everything he said were the things I was going to say. So I won't waste your time. I only say that the FCT minister is not a new name in politics and in performance. He is one of the few politicians that has passed through all the crucibles. He was a local government chairman. For those of you who were at River State, then you can say that he performed very well. He built a secretariat that was bigger than most state secretariats at that time. That was as a local government chairman. And from local government chairmanship, he also played very strong role at the federal level politics as the president of Argon. The same man, when he had opportunity to serve as chief of staff, has left a record that is very difficult to equal up to today. The same one was a minister. He performed very well. You all know he was a minister for education, where he even had a senior minister. But one would think that he was the senior minister because he was so efficient in his duties that you would not realize who was leading who. He became a governor. We are all from River State. Several months after leaving office, his programs are still ongoing because most of the programs you see, the government go on inspection and everything are his programs. That's nearly 2 years after leaving office. That is the man we're talking about. I thank God for his life because he now became a minister again this time, but the minister this time was double, a minister and a governor. That's because as minister before this time he performed well, and as governor he performed well, so nature put it together for him to perform as a governor while serving as a minister. Your Excellency, our leader, you are a very straightforward man. You are forthright. The good thing about you is that you know when to beat somebody and you know when to bring back the person. You can see that most persons here at one point or the other had some disagreement with you, but today they've all agreed that you're a nice man, you're a good man to follow. You have moved on. My advice is don't let any distraction come in between what you're doing. You're already doing very well. You're the poster boy of the administration. You're the mascot of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So just keep it on. Don't let anybody distract you. You have grown above and beyond everything that's going on. I thank God for your life and I pray that this new year should give you more energy to continue to do what you know how to do best. I thank you for giving us this wonderful luncheon. And I know that in no long distant time you may call us again and we'll be willing to come. So thank you very much and you continue to do well.
The former governor of River State and now the minister of FCT. The leader of the Elders Forum. Let me observe and stand on all existing protocols. When flies fly through your ear and you mistake and use your hand with your strength to hit your ear, you will get your ear damaged. The fly may not die or may die, you will not even know. All those notes we are hearing here and there, they are flies. I'm not seeing them. I'm not hearing them. And I think we should ignore even them. Because the Okrika people say one thing. If you are on a dry land, you don't argue about wrestling. When you are on a dry land, it's only when you're in the canoe that if you say if you are wrestling with me, I will throw you. But when you're on a dry land, you don't talk about wrestling. Let the drum beat and let the wrestlers come out. Then you will know who wrestles better. Your Excellency, today I'm not speaking as a just single politician. I'm speaking as an Nnamdi man. I'm speaking as an Nnamdi man. And I'm speaking on behalf of the Rivers Ejo People's Congress. Are we here? Are we here? Your Excellency, I say so because what is giving us the problem is our own brother, our son, that you came out single-handedly, supported with your strength, with your wisdom, and made governor of this state. We thought by now it will bring us out, make us to rally around you, and give us the support for bringing one of us after 24 years and bring a governor out of us. Yes. But rather than that, Your Excellency, it is our son that is causing all this problem to you. It's making those who done with you before to come against you. But we assure you, the Ejo people on this area, not on the side, the true Ejo people, those, the Ejo politicians, from 1999 without Dele till now, we are on this side. Are we not? So, Your Excellency, I know one of the ethics we will get is that and a just son, somebody you have supported, somebody you have helped, somebody you brought up to this height is fighting you. We are sincerely very sorry. Your Excellency, we are sincerely very sorry. Your Excellency, we are sincerely very sorry. But we want to give you an assurance as a good wrestler, you know all the wrestlers in the local government areas of the Ejo ethnic nationality. We assure you, when the time comes, we will deliver whatever you want us and the entire job people to deliver. Yes, sir. Your Excellency, our own is not to talk much, but to thank you for empowering so many of Rivers people and especially the Ejo people. We want to thank you. We give you our assurance that by the grace of God, we are with you, we'll be with you, and we get victory for you. Okay.
Your Excellency, our own good leader, our national leader, our friend, our benefactor, Your Excellency, Nyesom Wike, CON. Let me first and foremost thank those that you put together to organize this program, who deemed it right and fit to invite me to come and speak. And I want to let them know that those who did this don't make any mistake in any way. I am born, bred, and buttered in this state. My parents were born, bred, and buttered in Rumoba, in Evo, in Obiakpo local government. I went to school at Orevo State School. I went to Enitona High School. I went to UST before going to Nsukka for higher degrees. So my being called here to speak is right. Because whether those on the right, on the left, they are either my brothers, my friends, my relations, or my associates. And I will speak. I'm just coming in from Owerri, where we had a meeting of Ohaneze. And let me state it clearly. If Nyesom Wike is not important in this country, one of my reasons of being here minus this is that I should come and ask Nyesom Wike
This position of chairman had been zoned to Rivers State, chairman of Ohanese. Nyesom Wike, the Igbo side should ask you, what is your interest? Why I'm saying this is that if you are not important, at the time you were running for the presidency, we followed you around this country and you told Nigerians that you are prepared, that you have excess energy, and that if you don't get involved in the rulership of Nigeria, where will you dissipate that energy? And I want to thank Mr. President, who doffed his heart for you, and I want to doff my heart for you, sir. It takes guts for a strong man to see another strong man and recognize him and appreciate him. The president of Nigeria is a very strong man, and for him to recognize you and spoke to the whole world, not Nigerians, that you're a good man and that he does his heart for you. That speech went viral, but you are aware that the enemies of progress doctored that statement, but God did not allow them, because you cannot kill the battle. I want to tell you, sir, that those of us who have been in this system, in 1999, I was the leader of the House of Reps. And we found you an enigma, a colossus. And I want to tell you that an enigma and a colossus, people define you from different perspectives. But what is important is that who is Nyesom Wike? Nyesom Wike today, as far as I'm concerned, and speaking politically, is a man that this country cannot do without. We have decided to be John the Baptist. We have decided to act in the name of Nostradamus as the man who saw tomorrow, to say that we are following you and the sky cannot be your limit, rather it will be your stepping stone. I want to use this opportunity to beg my brothers and my friends that ingrates is a disease. If a man has done you well, the only thing to do is to reciprocate that goodness and not to castigate that man who had done you well. In this state today, we are living witnesses from Ada George. Let's not talk about the military. From Ada George, even from Okilo, up to this time, our elder statesman had just spoken, and he spoke earlier that you performed more than every other governor or all the governors put together. And I think that that was spoken after your second term. And I don't see reason why within 1 year we'll begin to sing a different music. We are standing here as your friends. You can see that we are not, I wouldn't say biologically, politically, we are not from Rivers State. I represented Abia North Senatorial District in Abia State. Philip Aduta represented Abuja. Professor Sandiono represented Cross River. But we've been following you bumper to bumper. We are of age, you are 70 years, but some of us are 60-something years. So for us to follow you, know that we know you're going somewhere, and we will not let you leave us behind. We are going to follow you. We are following you today. We are following you tomorrow. We are going to follow you the day after tomorrow. Sir, look at what is happening today. This is hallmark of leadership. You've been doing this when you were a governor. Now you're not a governor. You are in Abuja. You are the governor of Abuja. But you come home. You were here during the Xmas. You went back to do your job. You are here again in New Year to call your people together. What is leadership more than this? You recognize those who are in difficulty. You carry people along. Somebody had talked about your human resources development program. What can be more than that? Oga, I want to tell you, don't shake. Don't shake. Those with you are more than those against you. Olaka came here and was counting. He stopped at a point. But look at this table. Look here. I can see all my colleagues who were with me 1999, 2003, 2007 in the House of Reps. They are all here. Those who were with me in Senate, doyens, are all here. Look at the legal gurus. When the chairman of Elders Council were managing money, most people here didn't know what money was. So, I don't see why you should look behind. You are moving forward. Just remain focused. Don't be deterred. Because I see some of these things as distraction. And I'm speaking here because I am speaking to the whole world. And I've spoken to my friends, and I will continue to speak to them. The only problem I have today, my regret is that I've not been able to see the governor, but I will see him very soon. Because I do know, and I'm sorry to say this, after his election, you took all of us to Germany. We were in West Baden. He called me. He gives me due respect. He spoke to me in a language that two of us understood and told me, sir, what this man has done for me and my family. My uncle, who stands today as my father, told me that with what this man has done, if he slaps me on the right cheek, I should give him the left cheek to slap on. So all I wanted was, if I could have opportunity to say, Mr. Governor, I want to see the wound on the right cheek before the left cheek that made us to be where we are today. But I still believe there is a window. I still believe there is a window. I'm coming from Imo. I don't want to call names. Some people met me. Okay. I'm told that the window is closed. Well, having said that, sir, I want to once more congratulate you for the great and mighty job you're doing in Abuja. We are residents and we are witnesses, and we can testify to the fact that you're doing well.
The Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, please permit me, even with my voice, to invite all my colleagues who are in the National Assembly in the House of Representatives to join me. And also to say that two of us, the minority leader of the House, and also Solomon Bob are away. For those of us who are here, over a year ago, Your Excellency, 13 of us left the shores of Rivers State to the National Assembly, particularly the House of Representatives in Abuja. And we're asked to go and represent our people in lawmaking, in oversighting projects, and in representing our people. Today, we can tell you that out of the 13 of us, 8 of us are standing with you. Let me remind Rivers people of the 8 of us who are here and those who are not here. You took us from Rivers State here, took us to Abuja. None of us paid any lawyer in all the litigations we had up to the Court of Appeal. We want to use this opportunity today, Your Excellency, to publicly thank you and thank Rivers people and urge all of us from Rivers State to continue to stand with you and stand behind you. Let me say that all those that we hear that are telling stories all over the place, standing by the governor of Rivers State, they were the same people who turned around and fought you when you brought the governor of Rivers State for people to vote for. And they lost woefully. So having them there is immaterial as far as we are concerned. For those of us here, we'll stand for Rivers people, we'll stand with you, and we'll stand for our various constituencies. Thank you very much.
The Minister of FCT, Ezebunwo Nyesom Wike, CON, Life Venture, the leader of our Elders Council, Chief Alabrabra, His Excellency, the Governor of Edo State, and His Excellency, Comrade Adams Aliu Shimole, with whom I worked closely when he was Labour leader, and my leader in more ways than one, OCJ Okocha, and our dear elders and leaders. Today is not a day for too many speeches. The Orashi people have spoken, led by Go Round. They spoke eloquently. I stand firmly behind what they said. And I appeal to you as our in-law to hear their plea. Many of you know our history with your protagonists, so I will not go there. But one thing I can say is that the Orashi Kingdom, made up of Onelga, Ahuda East and West, Ndoni, have never seen the development you brought to our zone. And we had governors, and I was privileged to know all of them personally, from Ada George through to Amechi before you. I asked them yesterday at the program in my village to point to a program, a legacy project they can see before you came. They couldn't point to any. But since you came, you have empowered our people, you have put in place projects in the Orashi Kingdom. Orashi people are firmly behind you because, in the words of Chairman Mao Zedong on May 2nd, 1956, in the public speech, he said, "Let 100 flowers bloom." Seeing the array of stars across River State here, from the Goni area to Eleme, to Kalabari, Okrika, Ibani, Ekpe, Oba, Eche, shows that you're a large-hearted man. You're a man that allows 100 flowers to bloom. You showed this as governor of River State. You are showing this more now as Minister of FCT, where you empower people from the South-South as a whole and Nigerians. You are a good man. Let me advise your predecessors. They should learn from you. And let me advise your successor to also learn from you. Because you're somebody who allows other stars to also shine. You have a large heart. You are forgiving. Look at those who are here, who were against you yesterday. Today they are with you. Nigerians are with you. Don't mind the criminal. We are just testing the mic for now. When the whistle blows, we will know who is who. Once again, our dear in-law, we are behind you. May God be with you. Keep up the good works. You are a good man. And we go for our heart for you. Make up. Oh,